everyone. Hello, Linnell. How are you tonight? Hello, animal lover. Where have you been? Silky, Silky. Hello. Finally got this stream up and started. I'm home. I am showered. Then I left again. Then I came home again. And I'm here eating. Din. And I had to get my condiments on it. So, Red Freckles. Well, hello. Been a while. You guys liking my my universe journey from Jupiter onto Saturn? That is because Orbison, hello, greetings, LEZ'S. If you kinda hyper and kinda eating, then I'd be kinda watching. It's because if you guys didn't know it, last night was the perfect night to see Jupiter right next to the moon. Now, like, here's the moon, and Jupiter's like way over here now. And so it'll still be, you can see it with your plain eyes. I mean, if you look up, go to the right, there'd be the moon. And so, of course, next to Jupiter is Saturn. So we're going to make our trip from Jupiter to Saturn. I'm telling you. And, of course, isn't that sun right in the back? That's not my lights. That's actual from the vid. But I was out there last night, and I was just looking up. And I noticed the police. And, well, I noticed the car, and I looked down, it was the police, and I was like, oh, screw them. I was like, what are they going to do? I'm standing next to my car, I'm looking up at the moon, going, hi, Mr. Moon. Hi, Mr. Jupiter. So, he's just going very slow down the road that everybody goes very fast on. So, yeah. So that's what we got up here. So how's everybody day been today? Everybody having a good day? I know I'm not usually on Saturday nights, but hey. Liz, what the F live on Saturday night? Hello. I know, Todd. I know. I'm usually not on Saturday nights, but you know what? I'm hyper. And there's no one in this house. So it's like, hey, no kids, nothing. So I am eating a ham sub that I came home. I got it from the gas station. And I know what most people say, but these subs are made fresh all the time, and they are good. So I'm having a ham sub with, I took the lettuce off because they like pile it on there, and I just took it off, and I had to put it in the microwave anyway. And I came home and put white American cheese on there, and got tomatoes, and there you go. Maid Marian, hello. Silky said, Silky's day's been great. Good to see you too, Maid Marian. And Red Freckles said, good day, but hot as blazes. It was kind of warm out here, but I tell you what, about 8 o'clock, it got cool. It's cool out there now. Nice Anna Fulton. Hello, Anna. Todd's going, hello, all. Jeffrey Tedio. Orbis is going, Hey, Liz, baby. Slotty rewards tomorrow night at 9. I know, I'm waiting for it. Anna saying 61 right now. That's about where we're at. Anna saying, how y'all doing? I'm doing great. Liz, what's that bright star by the moon? That is Jupiter. That is Jupiter. Rain Dancer, hello. Yay. Hi, Liz. Hey, Rain Dancer. It would be nice just laying outside under a nice tent. Oh, yeah. So last night was a perfect night to see Jupiter. You can see it with your bare eyes. And tonight it's a little further away. But I don't know about y'all there, wherever y'all live. Here, where I live here in Ohio, which is like Central Ohio, um, it's clear, and there's like no other mistaking. You look at the moon, look to the right. It's bright. You can see it with your eyeballs, and there is nothing else around it. That's just what's there. So check it out. Go on outside and look. Then come back in and tell me what you see. Liz, how you doing? Says Sandra. Just Sandra. Hello. Hey everybody. Perfect day here. Sunny. Low 80s. That's what ours was. It's like, I think 81, 82. I was kind of hoping Diana would come in. I want to see if she went to Mopar. Tonight was the big night of it. It's a weekend thing, but Saturdays are the biggest nights. Cloudy here, but we had a storm. Loved it. Oh, I'm waiting for a good storm. I'm waiting for one. Absolutely waiting for one. So, anywho, that's why I've got. Nice Anna says here too, Les. Tomorrow we'll take a video of my backyard. Because this kid who my nephew, well, he's not a kid, he's a young man, he's 24, who my nephew hired to help us. I mean, he is doing a fantastic job, and I said, I gotta get the bonfire pit ready. And he did a fantastic job. And I said I should take a video, which I'm going to do tomorrow. So, he's got it ready to rock and roll. And I said, I've got 3 things to burn, and one of them is my actual bonfire pit. The other one, I just have to burn it because it needs burned. I'm scared of coyotes, said Silky Silky. We don't have any around here. Mrs. Zombie, how you doing? Liz, did you finally make it to outer space? Yes, I did. Hello. For Gamalelli. Hey, Doc. My phone's completely dead. So if you answered me, I have no idea. I just literally plugged it in right when I went live. Rain knows your backdrop screen is cool. Well, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Silky Silky said they've been running around here. Yeah, we don't have coyotes, hell. I haven't, God, tell you the truth, I haven't heard any kind of large animal at all. And that's odd. But I've not heard any large animal at all. So. Hannah said not too many here for a while. Yeah, I've not heard anything. As a matter of fact, I've only heard the coons out there, I think only twice this year. More bear sightings though. We haven't even had any around here either. Bear sightings. Mrs. Zombie, I thought you joined the Space Force. I'm getting ready to. I think me and Art's going to join it together. I really do. So y'all forgive me. I'm eating my din din. I like it when I'm busy because, you know. These sandwiches are so good and they're so fresh. Waiting for my rice cooker to finish its sequence. Oh. Guess who's going horizontal? I had to think there for a second now. Okay. You know, like when you're ziplining, are you flying today? Yeah. Cameron made the mistake of saying yes, or his girlfriend did. Are you flying today? Yeah. They didn't know what it meant, and I went. When he said, Nicole said yeah, and I just went. Because they've never been before. Hope y'all had fun. But I spent time with my nephew yesterday, and it was nice. We haven't done that for a long time. And it was really, really nice. Putting off on Ambien make me horizontal. First, is that the tomato and cheese you're having over there? No, it's a ham with ham and cheese with tomato on it. Somebody put the tomato and onions in the same bag, and I don't like that. I really don't. They ruined my tomato and cheese sandwiches. So, yeah. I think next year for Mopar, I think I'm gonna go way down the road to the Speedway, so that way I can run around in a chair, I can get all the snacks I want, and I can go pee pee all I want, and still see all the hot rods. So I had a good egg salad good egg salad today. Haven't had that in a long time. I almost got egg salad sandwich. I almost. It looks so good though. I need to make myself one of those. You make yours so seems so appetizing. I bought this one and I just doctored it up. Fresh Maters got to hit my family up. Hell yeah. I love tomato and cheese sandwiches. I love them. I love them, love them, love them, love them. Well, even if it's just plain tomatoes. Love them, love them, love them, love them, love them, love them. I ain't gonna lie. I love them. Now, I was supposed to go to the zoo today. Now, I was supposed to take my granddaughter Donna and my grandson Zaya. And we were going to take Nina, but she's on punishment, so she can't spend no time with Gimel Lele. She can't spend no time. So, on punishment. Well, anyway, I was supposed to take them. And let's see. Donna left yesterday with Zaya, and they haven't been back. I'm really upset about that. So I'm going Friday. Anybody want to go with me? Let's see. Mrs. Zombie said they had tomatoes that were bigger than my hand at the flea market today. Aw. I swear they weighed a pound apiece. Those are the ones to eat. Rain Dancer said I've had major stress day. Getting my son out of home. Showed up 2 weeks ago unannounced and had crap all over my small apartment. Oh, I know that feeling. Oh, that feeling. Kids. You remember that case where that guy was like 30 something years old and his parents had to sue him to get the hell out of the house? Biggest one I haven't seen in a while. Well, I'm getting my ground ready for next year to have the garden, so I said I want to plant corn. Sweet corn. We love corn on the cob around here. Rain is well, oh my god. Yeah, the parents and the guy wanted countersued and wanted money. Geez, need one of those, Miss Zombie. I do, Les. And Mrs. Zombie said I was wanting some green ones, but they were out. Aw. Rainier said mine is 43. You know, I'm sure you ladies are very nice, but I would not. And I love my mother, but oh. I could with my mom because her house is big enough and we don't get in each other's way at all. She has her routine. I have my routine. I don't care what she does. She doesn't care what I do. We could probably see each other twice a day and be happy. Although we love each other. I mean, we see each other at dinner time and stuff. Like you should. Other than that. Les, can you break laundry? Yeah. But, I couldn't live with my parents. No way. No, I couldn't. I was glad when I moved. Fried green tomatoes, yum. Ever had fried green tomatoes? Yeah, and no, they're not. I'm not a fan. I'm really not. Liz, will you take the four-wheeler for a spin anytime soon? This four-wheeler wasn't mine. Four-wheeler wasn't mine. I was just using it. Richard had it stored here, and he said, use it all you want. It wasn't mine. I even said that on the video. It's not mine. But I would love that thing move, so. That's cool, Liz. I so miss my son. Aww. Well, then it's a good thing he's back. My mom lived with me almost 2 years before she passed, but she wanted me 16 again. Isn't that the way it goes? Mm-mm-mm. Isn't that the way it goes? Now that my parents are older, yeah, maybe I should live with them. But I would never get out of the house. And besides, the stuff they want done, I can't do. I said, Mom, Dad, I said, why don't you hire someone? It's not like they can't afford it. No. I think I can get her done. Dad, you've been trying to redo this house, inside of this house forever. And the man is good at what he does, but man, he just took so long, and let's face it, they're not 16 anymore. Okay. I tried that with my daughter who lives here. Doesn't work. As long as my mom is crazy hippie, I can only hand her in small doses. Yeah, my mom, I was like, the stuff they need done and want done. I mean, they have a very nice home, don't get me wrong. And it's not like, but Dad, he's one of them. He'll do half projects. He'll do half a project, then he'll start this one, and then this one, and then finally go back to that one, and that one, and that one. But my dad has been trying to put a completed deck, on the back of the house since I was 13 years old. I'm 50. He's never had a completed deck on there. He'll get almost finished. He'll say, I don't like that. And go and redo it. Tear it apart and go buy other wood and redo it. And I'm like, oh my God. I used to make chow chow. I have no idea what chow chow is. Les, you have any county fairs by you? Oh yeah. They're almost done. I think the last one is next week, and that's Muskingum County Fair. Sounds like my dad drives my mom nuts. It has driven us all nuts. It has driven us all nuts since I was 13. 13 years old. 13. That thing has never had a completed deck on the back. Never has. Sim almost. And he took the one down I liked the best. And I'm like, why did he do that? I said, Mom, he only had that one side to do. I mean, the rails were up and everything. He's just putting the slats in between. She said, he changed his mind, Les. Mom, next time put your foot down and just tell him, finish damn deck so we can use it. Mm-hmm. Your mom canceled the deck. No, she didn't. She canceled Thanksgiving. And she canceled Christmas Day, but she didn't cancel Christmas Eve this past year. But she did cancel Christmas Day, which is fine with me because I spend it with my grandkids anyway, so, you know. My dad would go out in his man cave, figure out a project, took my mom a bit that was where um where his Jim Beam was. They were funny. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah. No, my dad, he just sits there and he just I don't I don't think I quite like that, how that's turned out. I think I'm gonna do another. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do another. Albert, no, Linda, no, you don't understand. Mm-mm-mm. Al, will you take out the trash? Linda, I'm busy thinking. About what? Dick. What I really want to do, Linda. Albert, just pay someone to do it. No, Linda, I can get this done. I'm 50, y'all. There ain't even a piece of wood back there yet. Sarah, hello, says I never had green tomatoes. I've heard that they make good relish, but I'm not a big relish eater. And it says that's what chow chow is here, hon. All leftover garden stuff. Ah. Well, now I know what chow chow is. And by the way, Sarah, hello. Hello, my friend Sarah. And you know, all these years growing up, I have to tell you guys something. And I'm sure many of you have experienced what I've experienced with my parents. When you're young, and your parents have those kind of talks, you're like, are they arguing? I don't know. Are they arguing? I don't know. Are they? I don't know. And it gets on your nerves. And you think, yeah, my parents are idiots. And then you hit your 20s. And you're between mid 20 and mid 30s. If you have parents like mine, and they're still doing it about little things, and you're thinking, yeah, my parents really are idiots. Then you hit your 40s, and your parents are going away. Don't even tell the kids where they're going. Don't even tell the kids, tell us that they even left. And they travel 3 hours away just to go to a certain grocery store. Because they heard it was good and it had all this neat stuff. Yep, my parents just don't know what the hell to do with themselves. They really don't. Then you hit your 50s. And in my case, if you're my parents, and you just look at them, and they still do that little quarrel. Linda, I got this. Al, you're not doing it right. Linda, and you sit right there. I got this. Let me bring it to you, And you're thinking, how cute. How cute. All these years, and it's just like, that's adorable. That's serious. That is adorable. And it says, yep, thought the same, Les. Think mine have a tracking device on me. Red Freckles, Mrs. Zombie, we use a little cornmeal here, but sounds like you know what you're doing. Mrs. Zombie said, yep, or fried green tomatoes here down south. Oh yeah, that's a big thing south. Mrs. Zombie says, you have to dip them in egg and then in flour. Yep, if you want extra crispy. Dip them twice and fry them in butter, and they are golden brown with a little salt and pepper. That's how Michelle would make them. And it says, but not you. But you miss them when they're gone. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't tried them with cornmeal. I'll have to try it. They're still talking about fried green tomatoes. I'm here for the entertainment tonight. I'm serious. What y'all talking about? Let me change the background because I'm sure that's got to get on people's nerves by now. Okay. Let's see. Is it this one we want? Nope. Is it this one we want? We'll do this for right the moment. Did both ways. Yum. Yum yum. So anything exciting going on this weekend, y'all? Whoa, what the heck? Anything exciting? Anything exciting? Nothing exciting going on anywhere? Never nothing exciting here, says Maid Mary. You need an astronaut helmet. I'm trying to get one. I found one for a kid, but I need one for an adult. Jersey said for me, not really. Had to be nice as Anna. Yeah, nothing going on here. Got one fair, county fair ending, and one starting Monday or tomorrow. I don't know. Guess till next weekend, I know that. The High State Fair is over. Hartford Fair, I think tomorrow's its last day. Sanders said complete boredom. Yay! Anna said my daughter's boss came to dinner. Oh wow. Mrs. Amish said, oh my god, that will be great. I will keep my eyes open for one. Anna said, but she's a sweetie. Aww. Celeste, hello. How are you? So, what was it that I heard in the news? It was just today. Now I can't even remember. Liz, you ever wonder how much people make on YouTube? Huh? Nope. I don't. I know how much the big ones make, but I don't care about anybody else. CJ, hello, good morning. Brown County Fair, last season down this way next month, says Anna. Sheila says, hey, Todd. I'm sure if I knew how much people made, I'd end up being jelly. I don't like being jelly. Oh, yeah, now I remember. It was yesterday. It's Jared. I just wanted to make sure that was you, babe. Just wanted to make sure that was you, sweetheart. I didn't want to seem, you know. How you doing, CJ? How you doing, baby? Trevor, hello. Hi, Liz. I'm gonna let you know that I think you're classy and wonderful. Oh my god, Trevor, really? I've never been called classy and wonderful. Thank you. That is so kind. I hope I'm not blushing too bad. My kid and her boyfriend went to Lake City Fair in Indiana, spent $180. I got a funnel cake. I'm not too bad, and you? I'm great, CJ. Thank you. Thank you. Ham sandwich and chips is the closest thing we get for a Les mukbang. That's as close as you're going to get for a while. Tito says, it's your attitude. Well, thank you. 167 Scott. Hello, Mr. Scott. I love funnel cake. And I love elephant ears. Isn't that the way it is, Sandra? I know. They go spend all that money. They go here and there and everywhere, and you get like a magnet. Anna Grissom, hello. It was how he cleaned his gutters with a shop vac with PVC pipes, duct tape on as extenders. How who? I think I'm missing part of some conversation. I really do. I make ham sandwiches for lunch pretty much every day. I didn't make this. I bought this at the gas station. But you gotta go to this gas station. It really. Oh, and their breakfast sandwiches are all made fresh while you're standing there. Oh my god. Oh Lord, yes, and blooming. I love blooming onions. Hi, Anna says Maid Marian. Funnel cake, 3 yums. Yum yum yum. Oh, all right. These are 2 things I heard. You guys, did you know this? And it opened in California. I think it was today or this past week or something. But get this. There is. It's the first one. It's in California. A Taco Bell hotel. No kidding. And the rooms were sold out in 5 minutes. Dead serious. It's a resort. Wicked Penny via the New York Fair on a YouTube. She had deep fried tacos. I love the lemonade at the fair too. I love going to the fair, but it's gotta be at least jacket weather. I love it all. Red Freckles, yes, honest and true red freckles. Taco Bell Resort Hotels. They're nice from what it looks like. And it's so funny. The room is all like Taco Bell stuff. Like, you know, Taco Bell themed. And the throw pillows, the one throw pillow, they're all hot sauce packets. Taco Bell Hotel run. What? Taco Bell Hotel? Only running toilets, Batman. Les, you got the sandwich from a 7-Eleven gas station? No, I got it from the Turkey Hill gas station. The first one, it's in California, and I can't remember what city it's in. I can't remember what city it is in. But, yeah. And I said, I want to go just so I can get the memorabilia. I want to go. It was at California 2010. I was living in a rural area and went to county fair. They hyped the Ferris wheel, which came from Neverland. Oh. Is it true? Did it really come from Neverland? They had funnel cakes, but she didn't get one. It says Anna. Can you pull it up, Les? Let me see. It should still be there. It was on Yahoo News. I believe it was on Yahoo News. Why am I going this way? BK's reviews on BK's Impossible Whopper. Didn't know they had an Impossible Whopper. Shows you how much. Oh my gosh, Jason Momoa says he can't shoot Aquaman 2 because he got run over by a bulldozer. No, I have to admit, he's pretty fine. Don't hurt that body. I'm looking for it. Where is it? Alright, hold on. You guys have probably already found it. Oh. Yeah, if you... I don't know why I didn't go to YouTube first. Where's one? Alright, let me see if... Shoot! Alright, hold on. Hold on. Let's see if I can bring it onto my thingy. So everybody can see it at the same time. I don't know if it'll convert. What? Oh, for some reason my converter's not working now. What the hell? Chris. My converter's not working, but if all you have to do is go to YouTube and type in Taco Bell Hotel, it's right there. Vicky Daniel, hello. How do you get run over by a bulldozer? I have no idea. I have no idea. But yeah, Taco Bell Resorts. They have pierogies and blooming onions. So, let's see. There was something else. What was the second thing? That was the second thing. I forgot the first thing already. That I saw on the news. Great. I can't remember. Crap. I need to write it down on my little notepad right here that's right beside me. You should see the look on your face, Les. Priceless. Sorry. Sorry. What was... Gosh, I hate it when I do this. I really hate it when I do this. Let's talk about the pretend death of the billionaire pedo. You think it's pretend? The Himalaya or the flying bobs? H-Nace, hello. How you doing, sweetie? I'm sorry. It's okay, Chris. It's alright. For some reason, the converter won't work now. I haven't touched it in a couple months. I have no idea. Yes, and I do, and the LEZ'S is cool too. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you. Rides at the fair. Oh, what was the other thing? Oh my god, I can't remember. I was just so excited about the Taco Bell thing, and I want to go visit just so I can get some of the memorabilia. I have got to get a pair of Taco Bell jammy pants. Sorry, it has to be. It has to be. I had to get a pair. I had to go to California just to get a pair. But there was something I was going to say right before that, and I can't remember, and it took me a minute to remember it. Oh, maybe I'll remember it. So... I'll only ride a couple rides at the fair. But, GoFundMe for Taco Bell jammy pants. Oh, yeah. Hey, look, if they had a website that I could order it from, I would. I ain't gonna lie. I love my jammy pants. I am so hungry with all this food talk. I'm going to have to break down and eat peanut butter sandwich. Ooh, that happens to me all the time. Forgetting something I just thought. Exactly. Damn. I can't remember it. And it was interesting. It was interesting more than anything, but it was something I was going to do. My sister had to have the Taco Bell dogs. I think there were 3. I don't know. Yo quiero Taco Bell. I remember. I was down in West Virginia. And we were heading towards, oh God, we were going out to BFE. If you can believe that. So on the way there, which was where we were going, was like 3 hours away. East, straight east. I couldn't even tell you what city we were in. But it was one of those cities that there's like 3 businesses and a few houses and then you're out of it. It was one of them. And they had a Taco Bell there. So me, Christy, Phyllis, and Linda, we were the 4 Musketeers. And why they kept giving us the same days off, we'll never know. And think about what you were talking about before. I don't remember what I was talking about before. My mind is going 1,000 miles a minute, literally. It truly is. When I said I was kind of hyper, I really meant it. And well, anyway, so we're at Taco Bell, and like I said, it's one of those towns. There's just a couple businesses, few houses, and then you just drive right past it. So we stopped real quick, and I was in a mood that day. Don't ask me why. I was hyper, and I was young, and full of energy, athletic, everything. I was, guys. I said I was about 30 at this time when I did this. I can't believe it. Early, 29, 30. And I said, you guys, and that's when they Yo Quiero Taco Bell and dropped the chalupa. Oh, well, thank you very much. Thank you, Vicky. Everybody give her a clap. Not the clap, a clap. I do that bouncing room to room, so I'll try remembering what I was looking for. Did someone say Taco Bell? Easy life? Oh, Joe, hello. I was telling a story about, so I stopped at this Taco Bell. And because did you know, Joe, that Taco Bell now has a resort hotel? I think it just opened, and this room's sold out in 5 minutes. It's sold out in 5 minutes. Trevor. Yes, I saw Jeffree Star win. Oh, did he? I said I want to go just for the jammy pants. I want to go too. I want to fly out there just to get jammy pants. It's only got one so far. I said they better bring one here. Mm-hmm. Anna says my sugars are normal now. Excellent, excellent. It's Joe. Joe, I can't wait till tomorrow night, honey. I can't wait. Are you wearing a tux for real? Hello, Vicky, Todd, Anna, and everyone else. Well, of course, the famous Les too. Hello. Hello. I think I'm going to have to break down and buy that Voom. I used to have it with a job that I had. I used to have Voom. I am wearing a tux. Awesome. Big feet. Hello. Maid Marian. Hi, Joe. Can't wait till tomorrow. Well, anyway, so I was 29 or 30, and it was when Yo Quiero Taco Bell was out, and, you know, the dog was really huge and dropped the chalupa. What's Voom? I think it's called Voom. Or Zoom. I'm sorry. It's called Zoom, and it's where you can actually um live stream on YouTube and still have guests on your panel. And I used to have it with the job that I had. And I don't know if it's still on there or if I hid it or if I got rid of it. No, I think the job took it away. But I used to have it on here. So, but I think you had to pay for it. But I think it's yeah, Slotty Awards tomorrow night, y'all. Joe, you are handsome as hell. Isn't he though? He really is. He really is. But if you guys don't know Joe, Joe's from the slot community and he's adorable and I love him and he's a very, 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 very busy boy. He's always doing something. Always, always, always. Trevor's like, oh, Slotty Rewards. Yep. And Vicky and Daniel agreed. Yes, he is. So he has his yearly Slotty Awards, you know. And it's funny and it's cute and I love it. He did it last year and I loved it. So this year's Slotty Rewards time. Slotty Awards. It's the YouTube slot community version of the Academy Awards. So yay. I remember Joe, hard to forget. Isn't he though? I was actually thinking about you today, Joe. It was really funny. It was really funny. Well, anyway, so I'm down in West Virginia. We're traveling. We stop off. And like I said, you know, I was 29, 30. Imagine me hyper and will do anything. And so there was these people. And of course, some are sitting at the window, you know, eating, and some are sitting in the middle. And I went smack up, and Linda said, Les, don't you dare do it. Les, don't you do it. Don't you do it, Les. Les, don't you do it. I went smack up to the window, put my hands, and said, drop the chalupa now! Mind you, Phyllis and Linda, Christy's back here laughed her butt off. Phyllis and Linda are almost at the door. They turn smack around, grab me, and throw me in the car, and get the hell out of Dodge. I think about you all the time when I don't see you live at night. I always worry. Oh, don't worry, hon. Half the time I just fallen asleep in the chair. Really, honestly. Honestly. Oh darn, California road trip. Hell yeah. Vicky Daniel, Joe's hilarious. Yes, he is. Todd B. Easy Les just had a ham sandwich mukbang. No, I still have. This is how much I have of it left, and I have my little Cheetos. So Easy's getting death threats for child molester comments. Vanilla pudding. Hello. Really? I told you, pick a night, just give me notice, and let's do our Taco Bell mukbang together. We don't have to do Taco Bell. I know what it does to your butt. You'll never make it home. We can do another kind of... Are you really getting... You gotta be kidding me. Gotta be kidding me. You come stay with me, Joe. I'll keep you safe. Easy says, I love Taco Bell though. Me too. I do. I can't help it. I want to go to the hotel and I want to get Taco Bell jammy pants. Easy will sacrifice for you. Yeah, we all will. Snickerdoodle, hello. Hello. Oh, let me check this out. Les, if you wore a green shirt, you can be LEZ'S, blending into the background. That's what I'm going to do for Halloween. Is I'm actually got some green shirts, and I'm going to blend in, and you'll just see, you know, throughout October, you'll just see a head. I want deep fried tacos. I've never heard deep fried tacos until somebody just said it earlier in the chat. Dead serious. Alright, hold on. My phone is now 25% charged. Are deep fried tacos also breaded? I have no idea. Fake news, vanilla. Says Easy Life. They still have $5 boxes. I have no idea if deep fried tacos are breaded or not. I don't know. Vanilla playing easy game is trying to humiliate people. Easy, Easy's game. 3 cheers for Halloween. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Trevor says, I'm gonna lurk. I will be back. Oh man, Trevor, don't go. Nice Santa, surprised my kids haven't made them. I'm not even telling my grandkids because they'll want them. Okay. Ooh. Chris is coming up in the world. Wow. Awesome. Nice, Chris. I know he can hear me, so that's why I'm just talking. Looks like Amity wrap fried. Les, did you know that there's a parody video of you? No, I did not. Wait, is it by, what's his face? I forget his name. Daggone it, he used to come in here all the time. So I've been promoting your slotty words on a few channels. Thank you, Jeffrey. I just looked at the thingy. Slotty words. Love your channel, Les, says Vanilla Pudding. You're very kind and smart, but Easy's trash. Yeah, well, thank you so much. He might be trash, but he's my trash. Morticia is screaming to get out of the closet. Oh. Jeffrey said, Joe, you are a legend. F. Brent. Right. It's a guy wearing a purple t-shirt. I don't know. No, then it couldn't be him. No, I did not know there was a parody about me. As long as they're talking about me, they're leaving somebody else alone. And I have no reason. I don't know why they would come after me anyway and do that, because I ain't pissing with nobody. It's just a couple minutes long. They making you more famous, Les. That's the only thing I can think of. Because I don't mess with nobody. I don't. Joe, you need to have lives when I'm awake, actually. You're awesome, Les. Good night. Vanilla, thank you so much. You have a good night. Les, you're going as the Grim Reaper again? I'm going as the red-faced skeleton, like I did last year. And I think I went the year before that way. F. Brent, F. Rosai, F. Broken Lines, and Flying Travelers is Jeffrey. Any publicity is good publicity. That's the way I look at it. That's true, Les. You don't hurt nobody. I don't mess with no one. But if they want to do it, I hope they get me down good and get me down pat, and I hope they make a career of it. I'm surprised you're on, Les, as Snickerdoodle, but I'm glad you're on, though. I'm surprised I am, too, but like I said, I'm a little hyper, and there is no one here. So, this evening, says Sarah, my brother posted on Facebook from a Marilyn Manson concert. He's 52 years old, and I bet he looks at least one of his kids. Oh, I bet he took at least one of his kids. Jeffrey says, sorry, not Rosai, F. Bonsai. Okay. Okay. When I heard bonsai, I thought of the bonsai tree. But that's all right. Joe can handle himself. But, you know, I always got Joe's back. Always. Anna said, I was surprised, snicker too, but so glad. Well, I figure I didn't come on last night. And Sarah said, I'm pretty sure I know which one too. Yeah, I would love to see it. So if you can find the link, send it to me. They love to hate me. It's all good. That's right. Y'all can love to hate us all you want. I don't care. I'm still here. I still here. God, I wish I could remember what I was going to say. There was something else. And for the life of me. A link to what? The parody? Yeah. Yeah, I would love to see the parody. Halloween is on Thursday this year. Gonna have to make plans in advance to be streaming, says Celeste. Big Feet. Hey, is that Epstein dude dead or are they hiding him out? I don't know. I really don't know. I said, do you really believe this, or do you think maybe he paid to have that, you know, say, hey, he's dead? I don't know. How did you take the Jeffrey Epstein news? Says Gary Lopez, hello. Nothing. I was like, if it's really dead, then it's a good thing. You know? Anna said, jealousy, not a pretty thing. Vicky Dan said, it's good love. Sandra said, vanilla is the least exciting flavor. No kidding. Nice. Anna's hearing all things on him. Connie Baldwin, hello. Hey, Liz fam. Jeffrey Taddeo, to Joe, Les, Steph, Penny, Ari, Slotty, and Slot Bandito. Yes, Slot Bandito has to come on back on too. She promised. Something's not right about that, I know. So if it's true, of course Sandra says the man is not dead. Howdy, Connie. I think it had something to do with Halloween. I'll tell her you want her to come on. Yeah, I need to get, I'm going to ask Chris to see if my Zoom is still working. If not, I'll just have to pay for it. Connie says, who is not dead? That Epstein dude, the rich guy. Derry Lopez said, I'm glad I found Les. Well, I'm glad you did too. Thank you. Big V said he's dead. I don't know. See, that's just it. If he truly is, then yeah. If he's not, I'm like, ooh, we need to find him. Some people saying Epstein's not. Good riddance to Epstein. Very soothing voice. Thank you, Derry. Yep, I don't know either. See, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. He's on an island somewhere with Elvis, says Vicky. Yeah, Gary Les is a keeper. Well, thank you, thank you. Big Feet says Hillary Clinton killed him. Oh, good God. That's funny. Nah, he's not. He's being well taken care of. Yeah, Sugarcane, sorry. Oh, yeah, Sugar. Yeah, he did one of me. Yeah, I seen it. Unless he did another one, but I know he did one. Surprising how many doors can open when you are a billionaire. Tell me about it. See, that's this typo. I personally think Epstein offed himself, says Sarah. I don't know. Maybe he could have. I'm a proud sub, Les. Well, thank you, Derry. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Let's wait. Ow. But I'm changing my background. I had to go get my cowboy hat and put it on. Yeehaw! Or What's this one? Alright, this one I really don't know what it is. So, bear with me just for a second. Oh, yeah, no, I think that was the one that I got a copyright strike on. Ooh, it's raining. Just kidding. I'm trying to get back to this. Jupiter. Les, I'm gonna run. Come say hi in the chat tomorrow if you are awake for it, 9 p.m. Yep, I'll be awake for it. I'll be awake for it. The civil suits in the Epstein case will go on. His estate is screwed. Who is this guy anyways? I don't have a clue. He's a rich billionaire that was brought up on charges for child molestation and stuff. He was on 24/7 suicide watch. Anna says, either way, he wasn't wanting to go to trial. Too many important people in his black book. Exactly. It's that typing with one finger, says Silas. And text me whenever you want to do the mukbang. Yes, let me see about getting Zoom on there. And that way I can get people on. So, and we'll do it. And we'll talk about whatever. Sarah, he knew what he would get in prison. Yep. Todd says, Les, we have 32 viewers. You should come on more Saturdays. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Maybe I should have actually had something planned. Later, Joe says, Jeffrey. And Joe, thank you for coming in, sweetheart. And I'll see you tomorrow night. I will see you tomorrow night. Sarah says, I'm having a hard time believing that Prince Andrew is a pedophile. He's allegedly in the Black Book. Oh, jeezy cow. Bye, Joe. Sleep well. Bye, Joe. Do you sleep odd hours? Yeah, I sleep whenever I drop. Mostly, I believe it or not, I sleep during the day. My boyfriend worked at the jail and he saved a man that hung himself, says Vicky. Ooh. Well, I'm glad he did. Sila said he looks so sleazy. Yeah, he does. Vicky says someone will be in trouble. Wow, Vicky. Sarah says, when I lived in my old town, there was a big story about an extremely dangerous fugitive. Trevor says, I'm back from lurking. Welcome back, Trevor. Welcome back. I wish I can remember. It's one of the things I wanted to say tonight and I forget. What a disgusting human being. Sorry, I have no compassion for people who do that to children. Yeah. Yeah. Next day I was at work and one of the technicians saw his name on the roster. She asked me if she could contact the authorities. I'll be like, hell yeah. Sandra says, I saw the pic of the prince with his arm around the 15-year-old all close and piggish. I like the space background. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. I don't know about Prince Andrew. You know, I don't know. But who knows? Saturn, that's my planet. Oh, I know. I love looking at it through the telescope. It looks like just one of those glow-in-the-dark Saturn stickers. And it's so weird because if you guys look through telescopes at all these planets and stuff, they look just so cold. Like the moon is so cold. It looks so cold. He was in the psych unit and I told her that they knew what to do. Turns out he was arrested and made a suicide threat or attempt. Wow. Silas says Capricorn. Sarah said, just because people are photographed together doesn't mean that they have any kind of further relationship. See, and that's what I'm saying. You know, because somebody could say that about me, and here I am holding my grandsons and my granddaughter. You know? Look, she's pictured with a kid. Well, those are my grandkids, but look at how you're looking at them. What? I love them? The woman with the G name is about to take the fall. I have no idea what you're talking about there. Oh, the genie. Okay. Was she the madam he had? Oh, Um, Justine Maxwell? Never heard of her until today, but she sounds like a piece of work. Nana, hey sis, says C-Les. That's right, Sarah. Jerry Lopez. Little Debbie's? No. Reese sticks. I love Reese sticks. Apparently she was making a lot of money procuring teenagers for him. Jeez. Uh. That is a shame. Nina said that's one I heard of on news today. I didn't hear it on news, just somebody told me he was dead. And I was like, good. I mean, I didn't know what they wanted me to say or do. Shortly before he was arrested, he said something about wanting to have a harem of girls who would have his babies, i.e., genetic material. Mm. Yeah, I don't know why he stayed in America. Vicky Daniel, he is sick. Yep. What's AFAIK? He has no biological children. Good, we don't need those genes on this planet. Exactly. He got out of the first crap he was in. Sticker said, what a perv. Yep. As far as I know. Okay, just making sure. Hey. Good, throwing him on an island then, says Anna. He owned a couple islands off Dubai. Really? There's going to be a bunch of elites going down with him. We're going to see. You know he has staff 24/7 working on destroying evidence. Well, heck, would have went on his own. Yeah, I know, would have went on his own island. Can you imagine having that much money to have your own island? There's no way. No way at all. I wouldn't know. Sandra says Queen Elizabeth has got to be bloody mad. Why? And Anna agrees with you. Vicky, going to go now, y'all. Have a great weekend. Vicky, don't go. Don't go, Vicky. I don't have any biological children either, says C-Les. But the world has to take a loss on that. Oh, the Prince Andrew thing. You know how much dirt and poop has been slung at the royal family. She's what 216 years old now. You know that Queen Elizabeth is a shapeshifter, don't you? Incredibly, some people do. I just think she's discovered the fountain of youth and she's never going to die. If I had my own island, I would want to have a Walmart built on it, and I would buy a helicopter and give people helicopter rides and tours. Sandra says 281, Les. The Queen is probably happy, finally. People stopped talking about Meghan Markle, and they're talking about Andrew. This is what I used to hear about Prince Andrew. He was gay. Still got married. Remember Randy Andy? Yep. Yep. And it's like, Sarah, she doesn't want to leave doesn't want to leave. Leave it to Charles, I don't think. It's already been said. I heard years ago he was bi. I think he is, but who cares? Yeah, I can care less about that stuff, but the Queen is probably thinking, yay, off of Meghan, onto Andy. Oh well, it's just Andy. Does Prince Andrew have a wife? I don't really keep up with these people. And Sarah says, I definitely heard those rumors about Prince Albert of Monaco. And then it was revealed that he had 2 kids with flight attendants from Ghana. I don't even know who Andrew is. That's how much I care. Isn't Andrew the one that married Fergie? I don't know. After Edward, I think Edward's the youngest. Yeah. Edward's the youngest. And his wife is very pretty. No, he's her favorite though. He was married to Sarah. That's what I said. Before that, he got his nickname from cavorting with a softcore porn actress. Yeah, Randy Andy. Yeah, so I thought he was married. And they said, again, who cares? I don't know if he's her favorite or not. Because it's the royal family, and I like talking about the royal family. That was when I was in college the first time in the early 80s. Yeah. And the Queen not happy with Meghan. No, who knows? I don't think, to tell you the truth, I don't think she really gives a crap anymore. She's like, look, I did my 150,000 years. And the Queen not happy with Meghan. Yeah, it's already been said though that she's leaving it to Charles. And everybody's like, oh man, they're plotting his death already. They're taking bets on when he'll die. Because Anna says I wouldn't blame her. Megan's such a bitch. And you know, I've been watching I watch the YouTube videos like top 10 lists and Taco and Mojo and all that. And they'll say how she was that Meghan was Hollywood royalty. She wasn't somebody anybody remembered from a show that not that many people watched. I mean, it's not like it was a big hit. This billionaire was sex trafficking young girls from all over the world. It matters. She wasn't talking about the Epstein. She was talking about Sandra. She was talking about the royal family. You know, she wasn't talking about Epstein. So, but believe it or not, England does matter in the grand scheme of things. They really do. So, you know. Oh, and don't get me started on Camilla. I think Camilla is a lizard person. I really believe Camilla is a lizard person. Not wanting Charles. He's a doof. I like the boys though. Not wanting Charles. Oh yeah, I like the boys though. That's what Anna said. Trevor, this is a Reese stick. Anna said, "Oh my God, she's a craphead." Sarah said Sarah Ferguson almost died on 9/11. She was scheduled to have a meeting there later that morning. Sarah Ferguson got a bad rap and all that. Her, Andrew, Charles things. I thought they were skipping Charles. No. He's already been named. The Queen already named him a long time ago. He sure looks like a lizard person. They killed Princess Diana. That was a hit. Who knows? Who knows for real? Princess Diana was probably one of the first to open with people and show compassion. Yeah. And they didn't like that. Trevor said, I could eat Reese's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah, I bought a king-size Reese's stick. Because I've been craving them. And there's been a Reese cup, king-size Reese cup in the freezer. That's not mine. My granddaughter bought it and put it in there, and it's been in there for days. And I'm like, oh great, now I want freaking chocolate. So, and you know, we have no junk food in the house, so I had to go get it. Sarah says, I never saw the Charles and Diana wedding until after she died. One thing that stood out is that they never looked at each other. Oh, I remember watching it the first time around. Oh my God, I was in 8th grade. Oh. Yeah, no. No, what grade was I in? I remember watching that. On a drumstick cone. mm. Yes, Nick, are too much natural class for the Royals. Mm-hmm. I think Megan got picked on because hubby, not Charles. Huh? You think Meghan Markle was picked on because her husband isn't Charles? Really? I've always thought that that was the ugliest wedding dress ever, says Sarah. Anna said the Queen just wants her fried chicken. Mmm. Snicker, exactly, Celeste. It was Sarah. Queen's fried chicken. I just graduated from high school. I really don't care enough to get up at 3:30 a.m. to watch in those pre-VCR days. You mean Charles and Diana's wedding? That was on during the day. You think Megan got picked on because the hubby is not Charles' son? Yeah, Harry is Charles' son. But Isn't it amazing that Harry looks a lot like Diana's old chauffeur driver? I'm not saying anything. Not saying anything. It may have been a rerun during the day, but that's when the footage started. Really? Damn. Harry belongs to that captain. I think Princess Charlotte is adorable. I think Princess Charlotte's going to rule that roost. I really think she is. But Anna, I believe so too. He looks so much like him. Now, Will's, he looks like the Queen's family. If you go back a generation or two, this and that, he does look like the Queen's family. Harry does look like, I thought it was the chauffeur. Red hair. But Diana's family, they have red hair. Not flaming red, but you know. And Harry's just like his brother. He's got a bald spot in the back. He'll be bald soon. What I noticed so much with Diana is that she always seemed to be looking under her eyebrows in all the photos. Yeah, that was done on purpose. She was taught to do that, believe it or not. I found out. But she was who she was. You know. Nah, captain of polo team or whatever, yeah. Sheila says why. What? Why she was taught to do that? Because it said that it projected a certain look to where like it would like she was, how do I want to put it? Um how did they put that? It was to garner more sympathy and stuff. Um because she would look like she was always beat down like a beat puppy, that kind of thing. Is how they, then it would garner more sympathy. But I don't think they didn't realize the pull Diana had all over the world. And so, you know, I mean, they knew she was popular, especially in England and in certain countries in this and that, and she was well known, but they never expected what came forth for all this. Never came forth through all this. It's a shame. And the only thing they had to do was leave her alone. That was the only thing they had to do, was leave her alone. She happens to be the ex-wife of the next king and the mother of the future king. She was unhappy, I thought. I know she thought about suicide a lot. Yep. Oh. Every time I think of Charles and Camilla the Hun, I think of when he said in a letter to her he wished he could live in her bloomers. She was just young enough to bear children. Charlie Boy is with who he wanted. And what's funny is, his sister dated Camilla's first husband. And so he wanted to marry Princess Anne. And she wouldn't marry him. So he ended up with Camilla. Charles had his chance. He already had his chance. Why didn't he fall in love with her when she was single? She was, Bear. Sarah says, plus Camilla was married to someone else at the time. Yeah, he was married to Parker Bowles, who dated Princess Anne, Charles's sister. Now, Charles would have gotten with it sooner. There you go. But his family, the family never did like her, though. Never did. Yeah, she was just to produce their heir and a spare. This Maid Marian. The way she was treated by all the royals, that look actually was on spot. Looked like a beaten puppy. Anna says Les don't like her either, or Liz don't like her either. I think well, you know what pisses me off is that Camilla has the HRH title, and I don't think, does Megan have it? I know Camilla has it, but there is somebody else in that royal family that doesn't. That wasn't by their choice. And I'm like, why does Camilla have HRH? No. And those two, oh my god, they are so freaking. When William gets the throne, Charles is going to bankrupt them all. Him and Camilla are going to bankrupt them all. Charles, to this day, won't stop his spending. HRH, Her Royal Highness, that has to be given. His Royal Highness, Her Royal Highness, that has to be given by the Queen. Believe it or not. And who she's given it to can refuse it. I think Prince Edward, is it his kids? I know Princess Anne didn't want that for her children, so they weren't princesses, princes, or whatever you want to call them. And I think Edward is the same way. And Edward works outside the royal family. I think now later, I know earlier on he didn't. I think now they're starting to work, but they don't have it. They don't want their kids raised that way. I am supposedly 100 times related to someone in that bunch. Can you imagine dealing with me, says Anna. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's, oh god. There's one for you. Can you see it? Can you see it? I just like to play. Charles and Camilla, a perfect couple. No looks. Oh god, it's going to be a mess. It really is. And see, that's the problem. Way Charles is thinking and stuff like that, he's going to disrupt. He'll end up disrupting Europe. He really will. William and Harry both served in the military, and Harry was on the front lines in Afghanistan until word got out that he was, and he was sent home due to security issues. At least no kids from them, Seal. Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm self-proclaimed Princess Sandra. SJ to Les. That's right. Only I can call her SJ. But their spending spree, and Camilla's a B word. And she throws out her Royal Highness title around. And she uses it. Do you know Charles doesn't even dress himself? I'm not talking somebody laying out his clothes for him. I'm talking about he does not dress himself. Somebody else, he has people that dress him. I'm going to get some sleep now, Les, says Trevor. I enjoyed watching the stream and it felt great to be around here longer than a few seconds. Or not at all. Love you. and fam in chat. Trevor, you have a good night, hon. You take care. Thank you for coming in. Anna says, huh? True. Sandra says, what? Come on. No, I'm not joking. They had an interview with a guy that actually sets out his clothes, and Charles changes at least 4 times a day. And he sets out his clothes for the day. And neither does the queen. Think they bathe her and everything. Yeah, I know the queen. Well, I think I don't know if the queen. I know they used to dress the king and queen, but Charles is a prince. To put it simply, Charles was jealous of Diana. Yes, all eyes and attention were on Diana, and Charles couldn't stomach that. And that is true. Does he bathe himself? And they never said anything about that. About the dressing part, though, they talked about. And he takes them. And when they travel, they take a major entourage. Charles, they said this is typical of Charles. He'll contact a friend, and he won't ask if he can stay. He just tells them, I'll be over and I'll be staying 3 days. And have this, and this. And before Charles arrives there, he sends a team to take his own bed and his linens, his pillows, everything. And they're to clean out a room. And he is to put all of his own things in there. And he is to have a private bath. So the house wherever he's going to visit, you know, it could be his old college chum or somebody. And so they'll make all these arrangements and have this kind of food and this, and he eats at certain times. And he eats certain things on certain days, and this and that, right? And then he just won't show up. He just doesn't show up. I'd be like, I don't care. I'd be like, I don't care if you are the Prince of England. I'm not cleaning out my room for nothing. Sorry. Well, then I won't stay. Good, I don't need it. Maybe Charles and Camilla bathe each other. Oh, that would be sweet. Glad he don't visit me, says Maid Marian. Sandra said narcissist. Yep. And it's just crazy. Camilla, I guess the queen is mad because she was seen gallivanting around in just a bathing suit. And they were on a yacht and stuff, and she was just ordering those people around like they meant nothing. Meant nothing. Sandra, you just took the words straight out of my mouth, said Silas. Oh. And she spends more than Charles does. And see, Charles is the head of the family, of his family. So he actually pays for William's and Harry's stuff. And so now William is very how do we put it? William and Kate are very money conscious, and that's why they prefer to do things on their own, and they try to pinch pennies and this and that. And they say that Meghan, that $3 million renovation they did to their home, I forget whose it was for theirs, when they moved out of Will's and Kate's place, they decided to take over that home. They did a $3 million renovation, and they expected the taxpayers to pay for the bill, and the taxpayers went, kiss my ass. You pay for it. Think Ambien kicking in because thought of all the naked bathing won't go out of my head, says Anna. Oh my god. Anna says, I admire Kate and William. Yeah. Oh. But that little girl there's, oh my. Now, I've heard people say for a long time there was something wrong with Harry and Meghan's baby. Harry and Meghan's baby. Something wrong. There's something wrong. and they're saying, "Oh, the family secret they don't want you to know about this and that," and they said he's got Down syndrome, and I saw a picture of that little Archie, and I was like, he looks about as normal as my grandkids do. They're gonna have a lot to deal with, yeah. Yep. They are. Now, what goes on within the family? Anna says, I don't see it. He doesn't have Down syndrome. There was never anything wrong with that child. But, yeah. I personally, it's like any family. I don't like them. I don't like them. To get on my nerves, this and that, blah, blah, blah. I don't really care. But if it disrupts the monarchy and the influencing that William can do for good, then there's an issue. And to think they can't take it with them when they leave this world. Yep. Hannah says, publicity, Les. Oh, I know. I know. And to think, the Queen's worth how many billion? But what's funny is, they say she's worth, $1 billion, this and that, and she's got the most magnificent jewelry and all this, but everything she's given, it belongs to the state. It doesn't belong to her. Everything. So, if the country is that bad off, sell the stuff. The way I look at it. Sell it. Y'all got poverty, job problems, everything else. You can't seem to figure it out. You need some help? Stop taxing the hell out of the people and sell the shit. Dead serious. Sell it. Yep, oh my god, the scoundrel though. I agree. Sell it. Get rid of it. You don't need it. You really don't. Ouch. But guys, I wish I can remember what, other than the Taco Bell thing. You don't know. I am really racking my brain what I was going to tell you. But I hope Charles doesn't kill the monarchy. Because I like English monarchy. It's one of my favorite things to learn about. I can go back through the years. Dead serious. I went to the gas station on Friday, got to get gas from a mower. I'm sitting there thinking, good God, Les, you're about as dumb as a box of rocks. For real. I really am. Got to get gas from a mower. I don't know whether to go get it now or not. You want to tell us about the ride in the spaceship behind you, but the probe to make you forget has worked. Tardy B, hello. It was a wonderful ride. I must say. Anna says, well, y'all, I'm going to have to get in my horizontal position. Getting sleepy. I am sending hugs. You have a good night, Anna, and thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. Just listen to me ramble on about nothing. I have to admit, that spaceship ride was like riding in an Oldsmobile, nice and smooth. We traveled 16,000 light years in no time flat. Joe, hello. Oh crap, Les. Them aliens finally got you. Yes, they did, Joe. Yes, they did. Because I wasn't wearing my foil hat. Sleep well. All love you, Les. Night all. You have a good night, Anna. Have a good night. I think we might do, since I wasn't around last night to do any conspiracy aliens, whatever, or whatever we're going to do on Friday nights. Um, I think we're going to do it Monday, and I'm going to do it on area. Well, it's S4. It's actually on the Area 51 complex compound, but it's the port I was telling you guys about. So, Sandra says, Liz, if you knew how many times I fell asleep listening to you. Damn it, and no gas in the mower to get any. I know. I know, Joe. Sandra, can I tell you a secret? Do you know I can't watch one of my live streams? I don't watch my videos. I don't watch my live stream. I tried watching my live stream 2 weeks ago, and I fell asleep within 5 minutes. Dead serious. That is pretty sad. It's really, really sad. It's that voice. Yes. And the funny thing is, I'm like, it's my voice. I did. I didn't last 5 minutes. Did not last. I usually don't watch. I usually don't, but told you that a long time ago. Oh, yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you. It's relaxing. Yeah, thank you. You relax yourself. But you know what's funny is I listen to my voice, and I've heard my voice a million times, and this microphone I got makes my voice seem a little higher pitched than what I really am, because I got a deep voice. And if you listen to me on the phone, it's not like you guys are hearing right now. My voice is a little deeper, so it truly is. Serious alien question, says Tardy B. When we find alien life, do you think they're going to be the slimy creatures like in the movies, or more human-like? I'm going with a human form. I think there's going to be a couple. Slimy, I don't think so. But because even the Greys aren't slimy. But I think there's going to be a couple forms. I have a deeper voice too, Les. Snicker. Yeah, you're an alto like me, says Celeste. Sandra says, like on Star Trek. Yeah, no. No. Yeah, my voice is just a little bit deeper. That's why when I get my new microphone, it's gonna sound more like a radio, and you can hear it for what it really is. Then it'll even be worse. This is why my grandkids, especially Nina, when she was young, I can hold her all day, but at night she wouldn't let me. Because she knows as soon as I got her on my lap, she was going to sleep. She knew it. She's like, It's dark outside. Zaya won't let me hold him. Nope. Zach, every once in a while. It depends on how sleepy he is. And being in a recliner that rocks? No. They don't dare. I'm still going with my run like hell plan. Liz can stay and take pics. Oh no, I'm running. No. No. I agree with Stephen Hawking. He said, "You guys, yeah, um, alien life, other life out there, but you have to take in consideration, just because there is doesn't mean they're friendly." Stephen Hawking always said, "Run." He's always said they were going to be up to no good. Nobody listens to that part of Stephen Hawking. No one, and it's a shame. And then you got people out there who still say they don't exist. They don't exist. Well, what, you have to be beat over the head? Really? They're releasing now U.S. fighter pilots talking about this thing is moving around out here and it's going much faster than we are, and it's doing things that I've never seen before. Yeah, but they could think we're all mean and evil. They probably do think that. They probably do. They've watched us long enough. Come on. They've watched us long enough. They know we are. The human race is a bunch of narcissistic, egotistical know it alls. And we really don't know a daggone thing about the universe. We don't know a daggone thing about our own daggone planet. There's so much unexplored. Most of the planet has not been explored. Every daddy, say it, Les. It's true. Sandra says, well, I'm going to befriend my alien compadre. I'm not. They will have to kill me. I'm not. I can't do it. Like most of our brain matter is humans are so egotistic. They really are. We do not know a dag thing about our own universe. We don't even know a dag thing about our own galaxy, let alone our own solar system. We think we do. We really think we do. We think we know it all. We don't. Say no to aliens, says Joe. Exactly. Sanders says, we don't use half our brains. No, we don't. We really don't. Still do not believe. And Silas doesn't believe. Okay. So, but even the simplest things, we think we know it all, and we don't. We're proving ourselves wrong all the time. We don't use more than 90% of our brains. We don't use more than 30% of our brains. For Les, how would you react if your parents bought a restaurant? I'd be like, what the heck are you guys doing with your money? Really? You really? I'd be like, geez, cow, you seem very sure that they are evil. What you know, Les. You don't want to go there with me. And to me, that sounded a little confrontational, but um, you don't want to go there with me with that. That's a place I'm just gonna sit back and y'all can think whatever you like. I said my opinion, you guys saying yours. Like Independence Day or when Mars attacks, we all have to do is play building music. Red Freckle says, might open a can of worms, but what do you think about David Hickey? You guys are really, um, yeah, you guys are really wanting to open them. I think David Icke can kiss my butt. I really do. I know what Les knows. I remember those talks. Yeah. So, but I just say my opinion just like everyone else here. Would you work there if they named it LEZ'S Lounge? No. Absolutely not. No. I'd pay somebody to work there, but I wouldn't work there. No. No. Sandra, I'm curious. I like learning. Um, I'm just stating my opinion, just like you guys do. So, you know, who is David Icke? Charlatan, an idiot who thinks he knows it all about aliens. Stupid. And no, he just has his opinions just like everyone else. But he's, he's well regarded in some circles, and he's looked down upon in others. See, he is a television personality who talks a lot about reptilians. David Icke is kind of cray-cray. Yeah. And it wouldn't be so bad if everything he said wasn't proven wrong. It wouldn't be so bad. I mean, at least if you don't want to be proven wrong, just talk about something that you can't prove right or wrong. See the one with the funky hair? At least he wasn't the last time I saw him. But that's my personal opinion. It's just personal opinion. So. Sandra, how do I explain? Okay. Now, it's no secret that I believe in God, and regardless of what couple have said, I have more than read the Bible. I've studied for over 25 years. I think it's about 27, 28 hardcore now. And I am ordained. But I left my ministry because I don't feel worthy. And so, with that being said, in my belief, and everything that I have read and studied, that I believe there are aliens. I really do. But you got to understand, people talk about angels. There are good angels and bad angels. Angels just means messenger. That's all they are. They're just messengers. They can be messengers of good. They can be messengers of bad. But aliens are the fallen in my belief. They are the fallen angels. They are the ones who listened to Lucifer when he got all these people taken differently, and they are followers of Lucifer. And this has been going on forever, since the beginning of time. And that's who I truly believe aliens are. They are the fallen angels they are much smarter than us. We cannot fathom what they know, what they can do. We cannot fathom it. And that they can take any shape, size, form, anything they want. And it will be them who, when at the time of revelation comes, okay, when that time comes, they will be instrumental. Liz, I'm sorry to hear about your ministry. Didn't know this. I really need to check in more often. Oh no, that's okay. My ministry, I left it a while ago. I just didn't feel worthy. Well, anyway, in the end times, and people, when I say end times, they say, well, the earth will be destroyed. The earth is going to change, but it won't be destroyed. It'll still be here. But everything will change. And so when the time comes when Lucifer is thrown out of heaven, because he's not thrown out yet. People think he is, and he's not. He hasn't been thrown out yet. I don't know why people thought he was. He's not. There's nowhere in the Bible said he has been thrown out until Revelation, when Michael, the archangel Michael, throws him out. God says, do it. And he does. And when he walks out of that temple, because the temple has to be built, and he says, I am God, that's when the aliens will become crucial. And it will go towards one of the great deceptions. Geez, I've been listening to audiobooks of the Apocrypha. I studied, I used to be scared to death of Revelation. Scared to death of it. And then one day, God spoke to my heart. I don't hear voices, but he spoke to my heart, and it's just like, I gotta do this. And I studied it ever since. And of course, I've only been studying that for about 8-9 years, maybe 10 now. So, but that's why I feel that they are not good. But that is my opinion. But that is why. So, New Year's statement regarding aliens had to be something biblical. It was the first thing I thought of. Everything, I think, has to do with biblical. Everything. And that's why I mentioned it in the monarchy. But you have somebody like Silas who likes to put me on my toes, who actually insulted me one night and said, it's obvious. I'll never forget it. It's obvious you have never read the Bible. I've not forgotten it. And that's why I said I'm never going to speak. I don't want to speak on it. Wow, thank you for sharing that. The fallen angels make sense. So, because I don't need to be insulted by somebody who claims to be one way and then actually can say that when they don't know my background and I do know what I'm talking about. Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean I don't know what I'm talking about. Tell me why you're against the idea of your folks opening a restaurant. Because they're in their late, my mom's in her late 60s and my dad's in his 70s. That's why. Oh, Silas, yes you did. You said it's obvious you have never read the Bible. Those were the exact words, and I left that chat up. It's exactly what you said. I love that that night we spoke about the Bible. I don't like to do it too often because I don't want to get into an argument. Just like I'm glad Silas and I got past it, but I haven't forgotten it. And it's because I haven't forgotten it, I won't speak of it often. And it makes sense from other direction too, not just biblical. I just look at it this way. Anything that takes you away from God, not a good thing. I most likely was referring to the subject we were discussing. Then you refer to the subject. You don't refer to, obviously, it's obvious you have never read the Bible. You can't mistake that. But I'm glad you said it, though, because it did remind me that I should never speak about that. Because I don't want friendships lost or anything like that. And so, but that's why. Now, I can go into a big old thing, a huge thing, and tell you specifically why. But that's the generality of it all. So, and that's why I don't think aliens are good. Even those that say they are. No. I don't. I don't subscribe to that. Because it is part of a, how do I want to call it? It's part of a, like I said, a deception, a lie. Because Lucifer's thing from the very beginning is always to take people away from worshiping God. Because he wanted to be worshipped. He was not, he was too good to bend down and wash our feet, so to speak, like Jesus did. When God said, you're supposed to get down and, raise them up, he wasn't understanding that. He said, you are beneath them. And Lucifer was like, I'm not beneath them. Hence, the war was on. So, you have your bad messengers, but you also have good messengers. You have bad messengers, but you also have bad messengers in disguise as good messengers. Same way with aliens. You have your bad aliens. Then you have your bad aliens disguised as good aliens. It's the same thing. Same thing. They're just the fallen ones. All major deceit going. Oh yeah. But you gotta understand, this has been going on since the beginning of time. As we know it. As us humans know it. Discernment. There is no discernment. Aliens are bad. That's, well, if you don't believe anything else and you believe aliens are good, then that's fine. That's fine. Please use discernment to the utmost. Please use it. Please. So, but like I said, this has been going on since the beginning of time. This is nothing new for them. And this is paranormal. You people's got to understand, paranormal stuff is not new. It has always been. And it has always been practiced in the history of human beings. And if you don't believe me, it's big case right there in the Bible itself. You have the witch of Endor. You have Saul. King Saul goes to the witch of Endor. And when Samuel, the prophet, raised, and she does. And then she finds out that's King Saul. And she's like, you tricked me. You're going to kill me. He says, no, I'm not. Basically is what he's saying. I'm not going to kill you. No. Right there tells you it can be done. I mean, it was done. And Saul is the one that made it illegal. He's the one that condemned it illegal because, and he's the one that said it was against God. You shouldn't do it, you know, because you can control the spirits and things like that. Um, it can be done. Doesn't mean you should. You know, just because you can't do something doesn't mean you should be doing it. But this stuff's been going on since the beginning of time. No, I meant dealing with people, discernment. You should always use discernment when dealing with humans. We would need to get together one-on-one and read the scriptures together. There are specific scriptures that relate to the subject we are speaking about. I know. I know there are. They're all throughout the thing. They're all throughout the Bible, believe it or not. This stream is not conducive to the study of the subject deserves. I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be. So, because the subject we're speaking on is all throughout the Bible, believe it or not. And that's why I said, when you study the Bible, you guys, I'm not joking, when you dive in and you study that Bible, it's more than reading pages on a word. I mean, words on pages. It really, truly is. What about Solomon and the demons and his making, and his manly fails? Les, I'd love anything you talk about. Oh, well, thank you. Let me finish my statement first. When you study that Bible and you get hit, and trust me, I was hit hard. I was on my knees bawling. I'm not joking. I was on my knees, crying. Oh, I'll never forget that night. I will never forget it. I could not stop. And then all of a sudden, I was so free. It was literally like you don't have a care in the world. It didn't matter. What mattered was what he was trying to tell us. What mattered to me was the soaking up of every single thing that could be soaked up. And you can't satiate it. It's unsatiable. You can't. You cannot. It's like you gotta learn more, you gotta know more. And and the more you learn, and you can't learn everything overnight. You can do it a lifetime, you're never gonna learn. And you're always learning, and then he'll open up a door and you, like, say you put the first layer of paint on and he's letting that dry, and then he puts on the second layer of paint, and it's like, holy crap, well, that layer of paint, not just this layer of paint here, you know, what's the connection in this and that? And the next thing you know, that's why I said, if you study the Bible, it's that onion I always talk about. And you're never going to get to the center of that onion. Never. You are never going to get to it. But you keep peeling back. And you will have to know. And you will learn. You will learn geometry, math, because the whole universe is based on geometry. The whole entire universe. Math is the one, when they say universal language, they mean it. It is the one language in the universe. Math. You will know your history. You will know your mythology. You will know your astronomy. you will know at least those 4 subjects and more. And golden ratio, it goes beyond that. And your mind gets opened up. And that's what's scary, is when your mind gets opened up, because you're like, wait a minute, no. And then you have to think for a minute, because you're like, all right, this is what I was taught, and this is what it's saying. No, it's beyond the Fibonacci sequence. Your geometry, it takes you to the point where you understand that when God says, when it's time for you to know, it will be revealed unto you. And it's true. And it's true with every human. We will only soak up what we're ready to soak up. In school, some people soak it up really early, some people soak it up later and go, I could have had a V8 moment. It's true with everything. So when I was young and I'm reading the words on the page, I learned it this way, and that's fine. That's acceptable. That's fine. You're learning, and it's totally fine. And then, no, I do not have my Bible sitting here with me. No, I don't. And it is freeing to me to know that I can't know. Exactly. And then there's some people who likes to take it a step further and step further. And then there are people who are called to it. I happen to have been one who my knowledge when it comes to this cannot be satiated. I want to continue learning. I need to continue learning. I have to. It's insatiable. I will always read and learn. Always. But it's okay. I do know that it's okay that if I forget everything I've ever learned, and just read the words on the pages and enjoy the stories and enjoy what is said, that's okay. That is fine. The spaceship behind you, this looks like one from Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Yeah, I know, but it's not. How were you, Les, when you experienced what you speak of? Red Freckle says, me too. When I hit the floor, I actually hit the floor twice. But the night that I bawled, it was right before I started studying Revelation, because I had already been studying all these years, and I'd have people tell me how they experienced this euphoric feeling and how they cried, and I was like, I never felt that. Now, mind you, when I was a little girl going to Catholic school, and we'd look up at crucifix in Catholicism, Jesus is still nailed on a cross. And I would look and I would tear up every time. And then one day I couldn't. And Mom said, Les, don't worry, you have more faith in your thumb than most people have in their whole bodies. And then I started reading and studying, and I started learning. And that's where my fascination with mythology came in, and then history came in, and then astronomy came in, and that's where now math, I'm great at math. I'm not the best at geometry. I'm not gonna lie. Calculus, I was fine with calculus, trig, and geometry. And no, I was not good at. No, I'm not gonna lie. But it was right before I started studying. I think that's why I couldn't read Revelation before. I'd studied everything but Revelation. And I think this is why I couldn't. It wasn't until right before I studying Revelation that I had that night where I fell to my knees and I bawled and I bawled. And when I started studying Revelation, then all these other parts started kicking in. And then my mind started firing. And then I had to go. I just had to go. I mean, Frank can tell you, I would stay up for hours just in my rocking chair with my light on and just start reading. And I'm like, okay. And then I would have my resource books. And then I would go back to my Bible and I'd start reading and I'd start reading. I was like, okay, is this right? Is that right? I'd have my books and my notes everywhere. I'd have like little wooden TV tray tables and they would be everywhere. And I'm like, okay, I got to get this book. Dad, Mom, do you have this book? No. Mom's like, yeah, I have one. Okay, Mom, I need it. Um, Mom, does Dad have this book? Because he'll never let me touch it. She said, you better bring this back. And I said, I'll bring it back. I just need it. Although she's never returned any of my books. And that's when it just started firing everything that I'd learned. And then my fear of Revelation went away. It went totally away. It left. I have no fear of it. I have none. There is no, because I understood. Everything was coming together now. Everything. You says it is freeing to know, says the spaceship behind. How old were you? And I answered that one, okay. And Les, you mind if I ask you something off topic? I was just going to ask you, were you able to understand, and what would be the first resource book to get? The Bible. Get the Bible. That's the first resource book. The second, I would get a concordance and a Bible dictionary. Bible dictionary alone, you can just read that on itself and you would learn a lot. Not the Bible, but there's a lot in it. It really is. Solomon and the demons and his manly fails. Yeah, yeah, Doc, we did. We heard about Epstein. We've already talked about it, as a matter of fact. Now, Solomon and his manly fails. That guy, he just. This is why they said you don't date outside of the Jewish religion. Back then, you don't date a Hittite or a Canaanite or no, you don't know. This is why. Well, when he did, he had wives that were not of the Jewish persuasion, but he never worshipped, and the one convinced him to worship, and Solomon went bat crap crazy, which was the one gift God gave him, wisdom. It wasn't until he was dying that he came to terms and realized what he'd done. He asked God's forgiveness, and he ended up getting his mind back. And so, it just shows how human and how easily it can be lost. The demon things. Now, they've never found the ring, but they have found, Solomon commanded the demons by his ring, which the insignia was the Star of David. They've never found a ring, but they have found two, I think it was two items where it had the Star of David on it, and that's what it propped him in. I guess there's more, and that's how we have the Star of David today. And that's it's been like that for centuries, But Even so, that it's been around for centuries, people didn't believe it until they actually found it. They didn't believe in Goliath either until they found cups, huge cups, with the name Goliath on it, right where it said Goliath lived. Isn't that amazing? They said Solomon never had his stables until, well, I'll be damned. We found a couple stables here. They're pretty big. I mean, Um, but he controlled them. Now, it's called the Wisdom of Solomon or the Book of Solomon. You can go by either one. And that is referenced by Jesus himself. He literally himself referenced that book. And it tells you in that book what demons were called forth by Solomon, what they did, and their name. I don't know. But I do know human beings could not lift 45-ton, 60, 70-ton rocks, boulders. There's no way. You figure 1 ton equals what, 2,000 pounds? Are you going to keep this live up, Les? Yes. I'll be on for about another 10 minutes and then I'm going to go. But, it is interesting. It is interesting. The Dead Sea Scrolls are fascinating books to read. It's a heck of a story, Les, for sure. Oh yeah, there's a big old thing. That's where, in the Book of Solomon or the Wisdom of Solomon, if you read that, you'll learn of his magic carpet. And he would get on his carpet and he would fly. Of course, ancient astronaut aliens said that was a spaceship. Those who believe in the Bible said, no, that was a carpet. Either way, he flew. And so, I'm not even going with ancient alien theorists because I'm like, look, either they thought the spaceships was a chariot or a carpet. I think they know what a carpet is. I think they know what a chariot is. But that's where you hear of his adventures with him taking off, just, which was interesting in itself. I was like, wait a minute, he flying? Solomon's flying in this story. See, that's 1 Corinthians 6, verse 9 through 10. Celeste has always got to try to prove me wrong. So, constantly. I ain't here to argue the Bible. You believe it or you don't. So, and I just got done saying there's a difference between reading the words on the page, which is fine, taking it at face value, and it's fine. It is truly fine. And then taking what the Bible means from after 20 years, 20 plus years, of studying. And you got all these other people. So that's why I said I'm not here to argue. I can't. I can't. I won't even argue about it with my mom. Even after I flat out show her. I was like, okay, Mom. You'll believe whatever. I'm not trying to prove you wrong. God said that. I don't know what you think God said. I don't know. I thought you were going to put down with the verses 9 through 10. I don't know that. Don't know it like that, like the back of my hand. I lost that a long time ago. But that was never my ministry. My ministry was never to tell you exactly where something was in, and I would tell you what book it was in, but my ministry was to get people to read. And my ministry was to get people to read. My ministry was to get people to open up and think. Just think for a minute. Not those that already have belief in God. Mine was to those that didn't. That was my ministry. So, you know. I was never one of those read this chapter, this verse. No, you go read it. You go read the chapter. You go read that book. Because I don't pick a verse out. You have to read everything before it and everything after it. Sometimes you have to read the whole chapter. Sometimes you have to read the whole book to understand what the heck they're saying. So no, I don't cherry pick verses. I don't. Never did. I always told him, read. Read the whole thing. Not just a verse or two. Read everything. And that's how I did my ministry. But I would talk to them about it. I already read it before and after. But you see, Celeste, what you're not understanding is your understanding of the Bible and my understanding of the Bible are on two different levels. You're not understanding that part. And I've been trying to convey that. That's why I won't talk about it a lot. And that wasn't part of my ministry. My ministry was to talk to people who did not believe, who wouldn't even think about it, to get them to read it. And I've been successful. They're reading, they have a Bible now. They read. They don't understand it like I do, but at least they read it and try. And if they have any questions, I always, well, it's blatant on this subject. I don't know what you're talking about. Everything in the Bible is blatant. I'm going to have to read everything over and keep thinking and keep reading. Exactly. That's all you do is you just keep reading. You keep reading. You keep reading. And see, Les, I just got done telling you. I don't know what 1 Corinthians 6 verse 9 through 10 is. One word can mean so many different things. Exactly. And there actually is a word for that. Can't remember it. I'll have to find it again. The Jews have for it. And I can't remember. But it is. It's one word, has 16 different meanings, but they all end up meaning the same thing. But it's just 16 different depths of it. Have multiple depths of one thing. Everything in the Bible is blatant. On any subject. Absolutely blatant. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So that's why I won't talk. You'll have to put in there what it says. I do not have my Bible with me. So my Bible is actually downstairs in the basement in a box. Until I can get somebody down there to move everything to get to my box. Because I will bring up all of my material. Every bit of it. Please read the verses I referred to when you have an opportunity. Why don't you just type them in there? I told you my stuff is in a box. I don't know about anyone else, but I'm loving this. Like I said, either you believe or you don't. I'm not arguing. Everything in the Bible is blatant about any subject you want to pick. Any subject. Bring it up once a month, do a live stream like this one. No. No. I really don't like. I love it. I can sit and talk about the Bible all day, every day, 24 hours a day. It don't matter. I can sit there and talk for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. Um, but I try to talk to where people can understand. Les, I thank you so much. There is nowhere on this platform that's like your lounge. Well, thank you. Thank you. Um, like I said, but I left my ministry, even though I was very successful at my ministry. I had a lot of people wanted me to start my own church. There was a church for rent down the street, and they said, Les, you need to rent that out. I said, no. I never took a dollar. I never took a dollar. And I would invite people over, and I fed everyone. I fed them. They didn't have to bring anything unless they wanted. They knew pretty much, and I had coffee and tea for them. They wanted that, and I pretty much drink juice, and I would have Coke or something. So, she's not. She's a little upset. Her dog passed away. Jeffrey, dog passed away. So, but I got people thinking, and I got people, and I'm not talking about people like you or me. I'm talking people who did drugs, people who are alcoholics, people who thought God didn't care, hookers, street. I really did. And you would think somebody like me. I even went in one night. I was writing my notes, and there was too many people in my house, so I left. I went down to the donut shop on 11, 12 at night, and I'm doing my notes. And in the donut shop, there was about four. There was a girl working, and I'm down there at the end, and I'm got me a couple donuts and orange juice, and I'm sitting there writing my notes. And one of them, they were about 17, 18 years old, 19, and one of them said, "Hey, what you doing down there?" Nothing. And the girl said, she's got a Bible. And he said, what are you writing about? I said, my Bible study class coming up tomorrow. Oh, what are you talking about? And I was starting my series on, to understand the ending, you have to understand the beginning. And so I told him, I said, well, I'm comparing the end and the beginning of the Bible. And so we ended up having this long conversation. And you would think that me sitting there, an old lady, my notes, Bible, notebook, sitting here, and you would think these teenagers who don't give a crap about anything or anyone would sit there and make fun of me and shit. And I was ready for it. I really was ready for it. And not one of them said a word. And they were just listening. And they were like, are you serious? And I was like, well, if you compare them. And so they all ended up down at my end. And I was showing them. It's like, look, you see this here? You see this ending here? See how it compares? I mean, they were so interested. And they said, "Do you have a church?" I said, "No, I don't have a church." And there was a girl and three guys, and the girl said, "If you had one, I would come." And I said, "Well," I said, "I tell you what." I said, "You're more than welcome to come to my Bible study. I usually have them on Tuesday." Um, and I said, "You grab yourself a Bible and start reading it." And I said, then she said, "Well, my mom has one," and then everyone says, "Yeah, well, we have a Bible at home." And one kid said, "Never thought about picking it up." And I said, "Just pick it up tonight. Just a couple. Read a couple pages. That's all I ask." And apparently, two of them did. I don't know if all four of them, but I know two of them did because the girl next time I went in there told me. And I said, "Oh." I said, "Well," but that's two people I didn't have before that I know for sure. Romans 1 says, "For this cause God gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did not change change the natural use into that which is against nature." More scripture follows. Celeste, if you talk about anything that has to deal with me being gay, I'm going to tell you something. I have said this 10 times before, and I will say it again. That is between me and God. Okay? I know what it says, and I know what I struggle through. I've said it before to you, and this is the last time I'm saying it. And this is the last time I want it brought up. I know what Scripture says. I know the struggle I have within me. And that is between me and God, and I will accept the consequence. It's not a light switch I can turn off. But at least this woman here, who is gay, is still in love with the Lord and doing the Lord's work. I don't want to hear it anymore. I know what it says. I don't need a lecture. I have a father who is a ordained deacon in the Catholic Church. I don't need someone else. Yes, as well said, Les. It's not for humans to judge, only God. Only God knows what's in a human heart. Only God can read it. Satan can't. Lucifer can't not read a human heart. Only God knows. And he knows the struggle I have. Trust me, I talk to Jesus. I have that struggle. I've struggled with it most of my life. It's not a light switch. But even though you think I may be going to hell, I am still in love with the Lord, and I will always speak on his behalf. And I won't say it again. I've said it 10 times. I've said it once. I had an obligation to admonish you in Christ's love, in the instance you had not read the scriptures, among others. Didn't I just tell you I've studied that Bible? Don't you think I know? Don't you think I know what it says? But if you notice in all of the New Testament and everything that Jesus himself, not his apostles, but Jesus himself has said, never said one word of it. The Lord will hold me accountable for not doing so. Well, like I said, I told you 10 times, I've said it 10 times, and I told you the last time. I struggle within myself every day. Don't you think I admonish myself? Really? I told you that the last time. That is my struggle I have. I deal with it every day. Every day. The Lord's going to hold me accountable too. It's not easy knowing. The Lord says to study to show thyself approved, and we all must work out our own personal salvation. And like I said, that is between me and him. And like I said, I may not go. I may not go and see him. That does not mean I don't love him. And that does not mean I will not say his word. But for the last time, you bring this up again, and that's probably what's going to send me over the edge. I don't need a bashing every time we talk. So for right now, though, it is 3:45. I'm way past on a lot of things, and I really do need to get to. So I hope everyone has a great day and a great night. And I hope we all get together soon. And I hope you all have a great. Bye.